boats, spinning gold hundreds, folding hundredfolds, rocking gold, stunting in some swole hundreds like they wasn't dope. Push that other though, summer zone, stuck in a stone, rubbing the rabbit's foot, fattened by that fish fathom. Full as fuck like a woolly in the phantom in this mammoth mouth. Mix the fly fragrance with the jasmine, feeling passionate. Passing by pappies in a caddy frog, big body Buick banging Dilla dog. Lost in the thorns, almost cost him his arm. Swoop the scrolls off the block with the charm. Blew his nose on the cloth, made a yarn.
Rise and shine world. Today we're going to show you our process in packing up and moving to a new location. So I hope you learned a lot. Ask questions if you got them, and enjoy the video. See ya.
Between wind and water, rich author, calligraphy, leaves written like
welcome to the Terror Dome, gold herringbone flow, shell-toe Geronimo, domino bro, magical, moment of zoning, dollar rate, scholar slate. You can't tolerate with what I consolidate. You fucking with me, that's a myth that I just dominate. The Death Star, shade of black, barricade, bury your bus, fade your area with various thrusts. The most dangerous, dangling diamond, foreign languages hang with us, bang with us, clap up your halo, sprinkle the angel dust, solid stone, polished chrome, Saturday night special, I came to bless you, unless you wanna get into some gangster, do the math of something Middle Eastern. I'm an iron skillet with hot grease popping pieces, rocking my sneakers on top of speakers, copper feature, and stop leeching. My dialogue, dietary law requires for you to just go and jump off the deep end.
Prices drop twice, the stock market target crisis. I'm not a Pisces, I keep Aquarius devices, the nicest, burning the baggy tops off the ciphers. No need to test the vest and no scales weighing these mices. Iron flag, function, brown bag, 40 in functions. Y'all niggas lunching like roasted ducks posted in ovens. Iron flag, money in the glad bag, stretching ironclad, iron bag, Mike Jack glove, flashing the pistol spaz. Green CeeLo, Elohim, cream emo. I reload, throw CeeLo, here see no evil. Cobain Credo, elope the post, smokers meatloaf. Bury the wheat toast, we under siege, bleed East Coast. Your shorty deep throat, be on her knees, green Pico.
The action hero and American icon.
spokes, spinning gold hundreds, folding hundredfolds, rocking gold, stunting in some swole hundreds like they wasn't dope. Push that other though, summer zone, stuck in a stone, rubbing the rabbit's foot, fattened by that fish fathom. Full as fuck like a woolly in the phantom in this mammoth mouth. Mix the fly fragrance with the jasmine, feeling passionate. Passing by pappies in a caddy frog, big body Buick banging Dilla dog. Lost in the thorns, almost cost him his arm. Swoop the scrolls off the block with the charm. Blew his nose on the cloth, made a yarn. Cool, collected and calm, should've been done. Long nights, have you looking at dawns. Could he be wrong? Lunar energy, feeling like the moon and me was meant to be. Left the day jealous like the sun doesn't visit him. You kidding me, B? I'm where that chemistry peaks between wind and water. Rich author, calligraphy, leaves written like
welcome to the Terror Dome, gold herringbone flow, shell-toe Geronimo, domino bro, magical, moment of zoning, dollar rate, scholar slate. You can't tolerate with what I consolidate. You fucking with me, that's a myth that I just dominate. The Death Star, shade of black, barricade, bury your bus, fade your area with various thrusts. The most dangerous, dangling diamond, foreign languages hang with us, bang with us, clap up your halo, sprinkle the angel dust, solid stone, polished chrome, Saturday night special. I came to bless you, unless you wanna get into some gangster, do the math of something Middle Eastern. I'm an iron skillet with hot grease popping pieces, rocking my sneakers on top of speakers, copper feature, and stop leeching. My dialogue, dietary law requires for you to just go and jump off the deep end.
Prices drop twice, the stock market target crisis. I'm not a Pisces, I keep Aquarius devices, the nicest, burning the baggy tops off the ciphers. No need to test the vest and no scales weighing these mices. Iron flag, function, brown bag, 40 in functions. Y'all niggas lunching like roasted ducks posted in ovens. Iron flag, money in the glad bag, stretching ironclad, iron bag, Mike Jack glove, flashing the pistol spaz. Green CeeLo, Elohim, cream emo. I reload, throw CeeLo, here see no evil. Cobain Credo, elope the post, smokers meatloaf. Bury the wheat toast, we under siege, bleed East Coast. Your shorty deep throat, be on her knees, green Pico.
The action hero and American icon.
last 9 months have been traveling pretty consistently, pretty often, I'd say. We don't stay in one particular location for longer than 1 to 3 weeks at this time. So we've been pretty good about getting into a routine and working as a team. So one pro tip I'd like to mention is the day before travel day. This is where I like to do laundry. I like to go refill our water jug. I like to go grocery shopping if we can. We like to take out the trash. We like to put the dirt bike away into the truck. Those types of like pre-travel tasks that just make the actual travel day that much more seamless is a game changer in my opinion. It's not always feasible. It's not always something that we get to do ahead of time because sometimes we are really pressed for time and we have one Saturday we get to explore Charleston, South Carolina before we leave on the Sunday. So that's what we're gonna do. But anytime you can have that prep day is awesome. Now, the actual travel day, I've really noticed that the earlier we can get up and get moving, the better off we are, because longer travel days, and I'm talking anything more than 5 hours in a travel day, drive time can be really strenuous and tedious. My perfect travel day is where we leave at 11 a.m. and we're there by like 3 or 4 o'clock, especially in the winter, because that's something also you need to think about is, all right, daylight savings. You know, when we would travel in the summer, we didn't have to arrive to places sometimes till 7 o'clock, and that was fine because we had daylight on our side. But, you know, when we have winter and it gets dark at 4:30, that definitely can be a really stressful travel day too. I would recommend not arriving certain places after dark, especially with animals. So that's just kind of like the logistics of it. My personal tasks that I do when I wake up is a lot of the interior type of things. Josh focuses a lot on the exterior, and I've noticed that a lot of like couples who do this lifestyle, that's kind of just naturally the way that it goes. I don't want to be like sexist about this or like gender roles, but it's just something that just normally happens, and we have our own little domains, and it's been great. We divide and conquer, which is something that I think as a team in this lifestyle is really, really important. Being as efficient with your time on a travel day is really going to get you far. I would say like the first thing I like to do is I like to get up. If I'm really extra prepared, I'll do the dishes the day before, but if not, I like to get all of the dishes done. I like to get them out of the sink. I like to get them put away and secured in their proper place during travel days. Nicely secured in cupboards or under the sink or in the pantry, just so that nothing is kind of moving during a travel day. So once we get all of that done and put away, I like to wipe down all of the counters. I like to take out the trash, both in the bathroom and in the kitchen. I like to ensure that we have everything in our bathroom put away. So anything that we have out, always in drawers, always in the medicine cabinet. You make sure you want to lock the the bathroom shower door. That should have a lock, and you should always, always, always make sure to secure that, especially if the shower doors in your bathroom are glass. That would be disastrous if you don't lock that. And yeah, I like to make sure that all of the girls' things are put away. So we have a container for dry food. We have a container for wet food. I'm literally pointing to where they're located in our RV. I like to make sure that that's all put away and secured all under the sink. But in addition to that, I'll make sure I have little snacks and treats prepared for them. So we'll have a little bowl of dry food, we'll have a little bowl of wet food, we'll have a little container of water for them, and I'll put that off to the side, ready to go for when we're ready to transport them in the truck. I will also make sure that I have a little baggie prepared for the girls. So this will have nice little wipes. They will have little treats for them. It'll have a little scooper for their poops. It'll have a little spritz of perfume if they have poops. And it'll also have one of those lint rollers just in case they're I'm extra furry one particular day. And I like to have any other little tidbits in this bag that we can kind of transport to the truck on top of their carrier so that we have that readily available for them too. I like to arrive in a new location with clean, fresh kitty litter because when they get back in the truck, they like to use and have that for themselves too, because they've been holding their poor little bladders for hours and hours and hours. So I make sure that I get that done for them. So once we're ready to grab the girls, everything in the inside and the interior for the most part is ready to go. I always like to make sure that I have the girls in their crates. We're really, really blessed because our girls are so good. I've heard horror stories of cats just freaking out and not wanting to go in their carriers. Our girls are not like that. It takes me 5 minutes to get all 4 of them in their crates. But they'll always be hanging out at the back in the closet. And I'll just go up to them, I'll pet them, I'll be really sweet, calm. You always have to have calm energy when you're dealing with animals, especially on a travel day. They can sense when you're stressed. So just make sure you have really nice, calm, chill energy. They're gonna respond to that. Encourage them, tell them how much I'm proud of them and I love them. And then they'll just sometimes easily walk right into the crate. Their little cushions are set, they're good to go. And then we secure them in the home until the truck's ready. So once the girls are in their crate, then we can go to the truck. And we like to have, and we should do a video of this because I think this will be helpful for pet owners, but we have both of our seats up in the back seat. We'll put their blanket. We have a really nice weighted blanket that we put on the entire surface of the back of our back seat of our truck. I'll put the seats back down. I like to have a towel that I line on the back seat. And then what we'll do is we'll put the girls in and we secure them in the space between the seat and the driver's seat and the actual seat that you sit on. So they're on the floor secured in between that space. So then when we do that, they're secure, they're good. Then what we'll do is we'll put the water and we'll put the food in the little armrest. So we put down the armrest. There's a little cup holder for both of those. We'll put that in there. And then I like to put the kitty litter on one particular seat in the back of the truck. And it's always the same seat. What I've noticed with animals, in particular cats, they like consistency and they like things to be regular and they like to know what to expect. So when you're kind of like flip-flopping things and maybe it's one place one time and another place another time, just makes it a little bit less stressful for them if they have some predictability within their travel day. So then everything is set and secured. I have that little baggie I mentioned. I put it on top of one of the crates. We have nice little cushions that we like to put on some of the crates just to make it more comfortable for them. And then we're pretty much ready to hitch at this point. One thing I do want to make sure I mention too, I don't think I mentioned it earlier, was to secure your fridge. I always like to make sure that anything in the fridge that could be loose or moving around is nicely in the door, nicely put away, and we have a great lock to lock our fridge. Always make sure you do that. It is essential. It's guaranteed that you're going to have items moving around during travel day. And every single time I go and open that fridge when we arrive at a destination, you have to slowly creep it open and like watch it, and you see things that are about to fall and you have to kind of like catch them. So anyway, highly recommend to always prioritize that on a travel day. I like to make sure everything is vacuumed in addition to vacuuming under the little flaps of the slides. I always like to arrive at a destination with everything just sparkling and you just feel so good, you're excited, you've done a long travel day. the girls are exhausted, you're wanting to just relax and get yourself settled and acclimated to a new space. It's amazing when you have the opportunity to just be in a nice clean environment where like the clutter is done and cleared and you are all set and ready to go. And then we hitch, make sure that we're secured, and then we'll make sure that we do a test. Every single time we test the back of our lights of our rig just to make sure that everything is working properly. The blinkers, the reverse, the brakes, and then we will take out the chocks. We always make sure we have some chocks that are between the tires until we're safely hitched up to the truck. We keep those in place. So I'll remove those, make sure those are good to go. Give more of like a hands-on kind of video so you can see what I'm referring to. It's not just gonna be me talking you through it, but yeah, that way it's really is a team effort from the moment we wake up to the moment we hit the road, even after, because then I'm navigating, you know, I'm helping figure out where to go. We're trying to figure out, you know, maybe check-in instructions, maybe 2 or 3 campgrounds at this point that we've run into where you have to arrive by a certain time. And I'm talking like 4 o'clock. And if you have a 7-hour drive day and you're not leaving till 10 or 11, you are not getting there early. And a lot of places, especially when it gets darker early, they want to be able to like escort you in and show you in, and it's impossible when it's dark. There's never been more stressful travel days than when we've arrived at particular campgrounds in the pitch dark. One time it was even raining and it was so stressful. The girls are freaking out. Everyone's tired. Everyone wants to get back into the house and chill and have dinner and use the bathroom. So I would recommend checking your instructions, your check-in guides, you know, maybe like looking at the website of your campground to see if there's any special things you need to do. Sometimes you'll have a place you need to sign a waiver. Like, so it's just always good to just do that, you know, the day before at the very latest, you know, hours before you're due to arrive somewhere, just so you know what to expect and you can familiarize yourself. I will go and check in, sign whatever paperwork we need to get signed, get the map, get the instructions, the welcome packet, and then we get to our new spot and we are at our new home for however long. And that's all that I have for travel days. You know, me talking through this, I can only like explain it so much, but yeah, especially when we get like the slides in and we do kind of our routine after that, because that goes pretty quickly. And I would say that is when I was first starting out, that was the most nervous I was from the moment we got the girls out of the rig, the slides in, and now we're trying to hitch the truck up to the rig. I think as a couple, this is kind of notorious in this lifestyle. It's kind of this like ongoing joke with everyone. You will be tested as in your relationship when you are trying to hitch up and when you're trying to park, because it can be really stressful. Like this campground we're at right now in Florida, thank God Josh is a seasoned pro at this point, but I could see that being a huge issue for us if we were just starting out getting into this particular site, because there was this massive tree to the right of us, and then not far off to the left of us was like a water spigot with like this big cone. And not much room for you to navigate left or right. You have to make sure it's like exactly perfect. And I'm on the phone with him and I'm trying to help guide him. But at this time, like same time, it's like, it's a little bit stressful when I'm telling him to do something and he's in the truck and he can't see it or he doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. So you have that like moment of anxiety and tension because you have this miscommunication and you don't know how to fix it and you don't want him to run into a tree or knock down a Starlink or whatever. So assess the situation. We make sure we walk the premise together, and he will tell me where he needs me to stand, where I can be the best, like I could be his second pair of eyes. So in this particular campground's instance, it was like to the back right. so I could take a look to see the tree, but then I could also see if he was going to hit the satellite. And I was able to watch both of those. So that's something that I think as a couple doing this lifestyle has been a game changer for us, is like getting out when you arrive somewhere and walking around and looking at it before you just dive in and try to do it. Yeah. What do you mean gender roles? You know, like women can do what men can do and men can do what women can do. And it's like, yeah, but it's just different when you're in this lifestyle, because it's just easier when one person is doing something inside and the other person is outside. And it's like, that's your domain and this is my domain and we're doing what we're doing. But anyway, hi, Mom. It's been such a privilege to be a part of this incredible community. Everyone is so friendly and helpful. Literally, you know, you're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Even if you get to a campground with a difficult parking spot, there's going to be people always around willing to help and give their 2 cents. So this community has been incredible. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with us. We are so honored and grateful to be sharing all of this with you, and hope that you enjoy all of our content.